Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
Hey guys, what's up? This is Master King JC of the Annie Gaming Nexus back here again to give you guys another One Piece review on the Manga Zone. New chapter came out, and I gotta say, this was one fun chapter we had this week. A lot of funny moments and a lot of big plot developments revealed in this chapter. So this is One Piece chapter 858, Meeting. So the nitty-gritty chapter, like, there's so many components happening in this chapter that I really just need to go by step by step. The first page is really just, you see like one of the cooks, or at least the main head cook, preparing the cake for the wedding, which is in like less than 4 hours from happening right now. Then we switch focus to the Fire Tank Pirates hideout, where Luffy and Sanji, meet up with Vito. And this is very interesting part here, which does lead us into some fan service, but it kind of fits the whole mafioso presenting oneself type of deal thing. When you're making a deal with someone, you want to present yourself in the most, proper, fashionable way possible. So, Capone pretty much tells them to take a bath, or not take a bath, but take a bath, get dressed, make yourself proper and decent before they have this whole meeting, so that they can join an alliance. And we get some fan service scene with Nami and Carrot, which isn't really fan servicey, but is as fan servicey as you're going to get in One Piece. And Chiffon is there too as well, which is interesting because this is Nami's first time meeting Chiffon, and her first time learning that Lola has a twin sister. And Chiffon drops some major bombshells, at least to Nami right here, about the whole wedding incident, which is why Lola left Whole Cake Island almost years ago. Apparently, a prince from a certain kingdom, oh fuck that certain kingdom, okay, the prince of Elbaf fell in love with Lola, which is kind of shocking too, because when you think about it, Lola is always proposing all these guys, asking them to marry her, and she's not good looking, she's hideous. But it's kind of interesting how this Prince Loki fell in love with Lola at first sight. And just the name alone, Loki, confirms something I've had a feeling, I've been theorizing about since at least Dressrosa, that Elbaf's gonna have a very high Norse mythology theme going on. Because you remember, you probably don't remember, Harujin the giant used a technique called Ginger, which is based on a Norse sword from Norse mythology. So it fits in with that whole Norse mythology theme going on there if you have a prince named Loki. So I definitely guarantee we're gonna see Thor and at least Odin in some way, shape, or form when we get to Elbaf. And because Lola ran out on his wedding, they tried to replace her with Chiffon because they're twins, and they found out, and they got even more upset with Big Mom. And this is how all the giants of the world apparently hate Big Mom because of this incident. And because of this, Big Mom can't even look at Chiffon anymore without thinking of Lola, and she just beats her, physically abuses her till she's black and blue. And it went on to the point where her wounds took years to heal, and that's fucking insane. That's fucking tragic that your own parent is beating you senseless just because you look like the daughter that pretty much she doesn't like anymore. And this really sets up the whole relationship dynamic with Big Mom and her children. Okay, we know that her children, some of them are afraid of her, they're afraid for their lives. So when you have her beating up their own daughter because of this whole wedding incident, it's that reinforces in her mind, okay, we don't want to upset Mama. We have to make sure Mama is in a happy mood now, because not only could we get beat up like Chiffon, we could possibly die and have our souls taken away. So that right there is just, I'm starting to feel a little bit sorry for the entire Charlotte family right now to deal with that abusiveness in your family. And And Nami and Carrie are listening in, so now they understand, like, it all makes sense, the reason for why Lola ran away. And everyone gets in, are taking baths and stuff. Oh, this is really funny scene with Luffy and Brook. We all been wondering, how's Luffy gonna get his tooth back, and Oda just does it in the most Oda-esque, like, hilarious way possible. They drink some milk, and Brook's bone cracks her heel, Luffy's tooth grows back, and one of the goons is like, "What the hell is up with your bodies?" And it's so funny the more I think about it. Like, it didn't really hit me that much when I first read it, but now that I've had enough time to think about it, it's really like one of the funniest gag bits in this arc, because it's been set up with the whole, Brook and the whole milk thing. So that there was pretty funny, and we got this. Oh, I don't want to get that just yet, but we have everyone dressed up in these mafioso type outfits, like straight out of Goodfellas. People, we like, yeah, like it's so like they dressed up nice, clean. Brook looks awesome, man. He's got a whole hat on. Even Pedro is wearing, like, I think like a white suit or something, and Luffy's wearing two hats, of course, because he can never take off that straw hat. What? It's Luffy. He needs to wear two hats, and. Capone there, he's up there the whole dawn himself, saying, okay, are we gonna join hands or not in this alliance? And Luffy's like analyzing the place, scoping it out. And Sanji mentions how, they need him alive, because, without Sanji, he's the key to the entire wedding. Without him, like, your chance of beating Big Mom dropped to 0. So that's something Capone definitely knows about. He knows he can't kill Sanji. And Luffy, he's not even looking at Capone, he's looking at this guy who looks like Caesar, when, lo and behold, it is Caesar. It is Caesar. We thought, who's this guy? Like, it's Caesar. Apparently, Capone frees Caesar Clown because, Capone is, the head of the security division, so he was tasked with looking after Caesar. So he frees Caesar. He says, Caesar, come with me, come work with me, and, you won't have to be stuck in this factory trying to make this impossible, like experimental medicine to make people giants and stuff. So Caesar's now stuck in that predicament, and when he heard the Straw Hats were coming, he's like, oh, the Straw Hats, the one group I did not want to meet. And this is the second funniest moment in the chapter, where it's not Caesar Clown, it's Gangster Gastino. Oh my god, like, I like Caesar Clown. Caesar is one of the funniest, like, antagonists in One Piece. He's been so underrated by some people, who either hate him or you just don't care for him, you're indifferent towards him. I like Caesar. And I think this chapter solidifies, like, why I like Caesar. Like, he does these ridiculous things to this extent. And he's even laughing the same, so obviously it's him. He even has the same gloves. Come on, man. It's like that scene in Zoe where he pretended to be Cedar the scientist. So it's like, it's this whole funny thing there. So Luffy and Caesar get into a little bit of an argument there, and Capone's like, shut up, now's not the time for that. We're here to form an alliance to take down Big Mom. What's your answer? Do you want to join or not? And Luffy's like, okay, sure, but let me punch you once for what you did to Beckhams. And Jinbei then was like, Luffy, don't do that, man. And Luffy's like, but he's my friend, but you don't want to punch him. And Capone's like, I don't care, do it. I think the fact that Capone just didn't care about getting punched is funny as well, too. He's like, it's a punch, whatever, fuck it. And Jinbei, being the voice of reason, I just love, can we just take a moment to love how much of a reasonable, like, advisor Jinbei is to Luffy, hint, hint, advisor, hint, hint. And he tells Luffy, Caesar, and Capone, like, do you like Big Mom? They're like, hell no, we hate her. Then we will form an alliance, we kill each other later, but now let's do this thing. So, both our, goals are aligned with each other right now, so let's take out Big Mom. And Luffy's like, well, what's the plan? And Capone's like, well, I thought of a plan. And Caesar's like, I don't care as long as I get away from you cursed idiots. So we got this alliance just got a whole lot more interesting now with this whole dynamic here. It's like, I could tell, like, somewhere in Wano, Law is sensing this. He's like, oh, somebody is suffering through Mugiwara y'all's bullshit. At least it's not me. So overall, I thought this was a great chapter. Just not just for the Elbaf revelations and the whole touching upon the context with Lola's wedding that was canceled previously, and the whole Big Mom situation with her like abusing Chiffon, and just the whole mafia outfits and stuff. And also the funny bits too, like with Caesar and Luffy earlier. Like that stuff was gold, like A+ One Piece gold. So overall, I thought this was a great chapter, guys. Like, the fact that we got a countdown to the wedding, which is like less than 3 hours now. Like, we're getting to the wedding soon. I'm not too worried because we're gonna get to there. But now, how is this plan going to pan out? I want you guys to let me know down below what your thoughts are with the plan Capone has right now, and will it fall through? Well, it's One Piece. Like, when's the last time a plan ever went the way it was planned? Yeah. Anyway, guys, this has been Master King JC. Let me know down below what you thought about the chapter. Be sure to like the video, give me that thumbs up, and subscribe if you have not subscribed already. Click the little bell to get notified because YouTube is full of bullshit. And I'll catch you guys again next time.